5 a.m. as it's negative 16 degrees outside. I think it's the same temperature in there. We've just turned on the heater and we're waiting for the water to heat up as well so we can have a shower.
It's a rare occurrence, but today, as the sun came up the horizon, so did the Khanabadosh Boys. We're up at the buck crack of dawn for a reason. It's our first day exploring Skardu, and since we're up here in the winters, the days are very short. So we want to get the most out of the little daylight we have, and there is so much to see. Skardu is home to some of the highest mountains, rivers, lakes and deserts in the world. It's a place that calls to the souls of adventurers, and the boys are all set to explore these incredible lands. But before we continue, please hit that subscribe button as it helps us make more content like this. See, most people when they visit Skardu want a nice place to relax. Nobody comes here in the winters really, and anyone who does isn't going outside for too long. But you can bet your pretty little butts that if we're crazy enough to drive through the hellish nightmare of KPK and Khoistan to get to Skardu in the winters, then we're crazy enough to brave this bone-chilling negative 16 degrees Celsius weather and visit the lifeblood of this region, the mighty Indus River. We've been invited to the Indus View Hotel by the locals for some chai. Last winter, this was the hotel we stayed at, and these guys hosted us and took really good care of us. This time, even though we're staying elsewhere, it's still nice to catch up over chai.
कल से आप फेमस हो जाएंगे, ठीक है? बाहर इधर इंडस बलासा के बाहर ना लड़कियों की लाइन लगी होगी, आपका नाम पूछ नहीं होंगे, ठीक है?
And another reason I brought the boys here is to show them why the Indus View Hotel lives up to its name. Flowing for thousands of kilometers, it's the pulse of life here, carrying secrets from Tibet to the Arabian Sea. This river supported one of the oldest civilizations on Earth, the more than 5,000-year-old Indus Valley civilization. I highly recommend you watch a documentary on it if history intrigues you. The Indus is so much more than a flowing body of water. Every bend, every bank, it's teeming with history.
चूंडा समझते हैं? चूंडा?
The Indus isn't just a river, it's a storyteller. Every ripple, every turn, it holds the history of empires, explorers, and the people who've thrived along its shores. Right here, standing by this ancient waterway, you can almost feel the weight of its stories.
Unfortunately, the Indus is dying, so views like these are a fleeting pleasure. Between water levels dropping due to melting glaciers thanks to climate change, conflicts between India and Pakistan, and the declining biodiversity in rivers due to decreasing water quality, the Indus, by the year 2050, for lack of a better term, would be completely fucked. And that would spell disaster for everyone who relies on this river, which is everyone. Well, everyone who isn't rich enough to shower with bottles of wash. As the Indus carries its stories downstream, so do we. Our next destination is something that's not a common sight in most of the world. Snow-covered sand dunes.
भागते हुए जाए यहाँ से फुल स्पीड
नहीं
भागते हुए यूं वो पीछे गिरा हो गया नहीं जा रहा ब्रो मैं यहाँ से आऊँगा
I've been to quite a few deserts in my travels, and cold deserts, they're by far my favorite, and you're about to see just why. This is Katpana Desert, where the usual golden dunes have traded their coats for winter white. It's surreal, it's magical, and honestly, at first glance, it's a bit overwhelming.
It's like walking through a dreamscape. You don't often think of deserts and snow together, but here they coexist perfectly. This is what makes Skardu so special. It defies everything you think you know. Incredible.
Activities you can do here in the summer. Jeep tours, horse riding and whatnot. People go out to the dunes at night and stargaze. But in the winters, the experience is a bit more raw. And this is why I always come here in the off-season. It's been a few hours here, and we've only seen 2 locals. It's just us, alone in this incredible place, appreciating the towering peaks of the 3 highest mountain ranges in the world surrounding this entire valley on all sides. Connecting with nature on a more intimate level. Moments like these can be almost spiritual. I once saw a meme on Instagram and it said, if you want to avoid crowds, go where the idiots can't survive. And ever since, that's the motto I've lived by. Said in the beginning of this episode, there's only so much daylight in the winters, so now it's time to call it a day. Time to head back towards town. The boys need some sustenance, and then it's straight to the hotel to unwind by a nice warm crackling fire.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, sir. ये ले लो. कितने हो गए?
14 से 10.
1410. ये ले सर. Thank you. Very nice. This is a local fruit shake. Ziresh, I believe it's called.
We've come to the food corridor for some cheap quality food because unfortunately YouTube doesn't pay us enough to have shahi on every day. Actually, YouTube doesn't pay us at all. Not all ventures are profitable. The only thing I've gotten in return so far has been these incredible memories. So I guess it was worth it.
Coke करें सर. 2 कोक कर दें, एक स्प्राइट कर.
Yes, please.
यार तीनों कोक कर.
यही चाहिए था मेरे काम। पता है तुम्हें ये और ये दोनों आज़ाद करना। मज़े का
वो मीठा ये स्पाइसी
With our bellies full, it was now time to head back. After a day of exploration, there's nothing quite like the warmth of a fire to bring it all together. This is the part of the journey where the stories flow freely and the memories sink in.
यार अली
जी भाई क्या?
24
इसको इंस्टाग्राम पे ढूंढने के अलावा बॉनफायर लगाने के अलावा बेहतरीन शीशा बनाने के अलावा और क्या क्या हुनर है तुम्हारा?
और आप लोग जो हुक्म कर रहे हैं मेरे से जितना हो सके मैं कर लूँगा।
एक बंदे के अंदर टैलेंट इतना फ्रेश शीशा बनाया वाह की काम।
चेक करा था
जैसे ही वो उसकी बर्थडे थी, जैसे हम काटने लगे ना एकदम इतनी तेज बर्बादी हुई, इतनी प्यारी वीडियोस आई ना उसकी, बड़ा उसने बस मेरा ख्याल हुआ वो कभी नहीं बोलेगा ये।
फिर रात के 2 बजे मैंने उन सबको वॉक पे ले गए इधर से घुमा
Skardu isn't just a place, it's an experience. The roaring Indus to the silent deserts and the unmatched hospitality of the locals. It teaches you that adventure isn't just about the destination, it's about the moments in between.
This journey doesn't end here. There's so much more coming up next. So if you're ready to explore and connect, hit that subscribe button and join the Khanabadosh Kafla. We'll see you in the next one.